I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a LEGO minifigure. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing LEGO set number 76995, Shadow's Escape. The first minifigure in this set is, who else, the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog. And this minifigure of him is incredible. I love this figure so much. Really nice detailing on the legs for his boots and the little like ring things. Arm printing with the bit of the gloves, and I think those gold things are called inhibitor rings, if I'm not mistaken. He's got white printing on his chest for like that tuft of fur, I guess is what that is. And that actually looks surprisingly not terrible for white printed on black, because we know LEGO doesn't do that well. And then he's got this really nice, awesome printed head with the red like highlights on his quills. I feel like these two bottom ones look, and this back one could have definitely used a couple more coats of printing, and I think all of them could have used a couple more coats of printing, but the two bottom ones and the back middle one are definitely the worst. But again, that'll happen when you're printing really anything on black. The little like these things, the red bits on his eyes, I don't know what those are called, these things. That looks really neat too. This is an exclusive head mold for him. Then he's got some nice printing on the back for the two back quills and his tail. Oh, and dual molded legs. I love this figure. I think this is really, really good. Maybe could have used a little more printing on the shoes, but I really love this figure a lot. Let's look at the next figure of the set. The next figure of the set, which is technically a brick-built character, is the Rhino Bot. These are pretty cool. I like this thing a lot. I forget what game they first appeared in. I feel like it was Sonic 3? I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, these things are neat. It's gray and with the I forget what that color is called. It's like the dark yellowish type of color. And then it's got that area in there. And what you're supposed to do is take one of the little animals, which you get the little chicken in this set, and you put it in there, and then you would like knock this down to save the animal, just like in the games when you beat a enemy, you see a little animal get saved. So that's neat. Oh, and I believe that printed 1x1 eyepiece, I don't know if it's exclusive to this set, it might be, but I believe they use it in different colors on the other Sonic enemies. Yeah, this is a neat build. Our character, whatever you want to call it. But now we're going to look at the main builds of the set. The first build of the set is this really, really nice motorcycle for Shadow. I love how it's built, and if we come and put him next to it, it's not actually terribly oversized. Also, I love the fact that they gave him a motorcycle and put the Shadow the Hedgehog game little symbol thing on there, because that shows like they were paying attention to that, because that game, yeah, it's bad. I've not played it, but just from what I've seen of it, it doesn't look like it plays incredibly, but it's so funny. Something great about the LEGO Sonic theme is there's no stickers, so you get these two unique prints on the 2x2 circular tile and the Nexonite shield piece, and then the reverse of the Nexo shield things, those are actually just the same one flipped. Like it's the same exact thing, they just use it twice, so it's not quite symmetrical. And then this one, I believe, is also kind of the same deal. Did I put this on wrong? Is that... I don't know, whatever. If it's wrong, I'll fix it later. But yeah, I really like this build, and then they use the paint roller piece for handlebars, which I don't remember if they've done before, but it's a pretty neat building technique, and then you can just take and put him to be driving the motorcycle, if I can get him to grab his hands onto the handlebars. There we go. So, that looks pretty nice. I like that a lot. Now all he's missing is a machine gun. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to go that far with this set, but I'm glad they at least gave him the bike. But now we got to look at the next build of the set. The next build of the set, I don't really know what to call this thing because it's several things. but we'll just go through each thing individually. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. There's this big, cool, like, red Dr. Robotnik face up there, which looks pretty neat. There's some stairs up to the little pod, and there's this, like, caution yellow and black thing here. I don't know why there's a random orange piece here. But then something you can do that's pretty neat is there's this really cool printed piece in there where it's actually got the Shadow figure and a bunch of little, like, I don't know, various smart people things. I'm not a smart people, so I don't know what that's supposed to represent. So you're supposed to put him in this little pod and then push this up there, and then you push that down. That makes the I don't know what those are called, but like the things that you see when you're going into a parking lot and you got to put the coin in to make it lift up so you can drive through. You know the things I'm talking about. And it also knocks off the front of the cage so that Shadow can escape from there, get on his bike, and drive through, which is really neat. I like this build a lot. I think it's definitely small, but effective, and I think it's neat. But now we gotta look at the box and the manual for the set. The manual of the set, because it's one that came out after June of 2022, has this ugly render on it. And I am gonna complain about that every time. I'm not knocking this set in particular for that, because that's all sets nowadays, but just so you know, I am gonna point that out every time. Anyway, yeah. So this is the manual for the set. It shows the stuff on the front. Shows this in the next page. You got Wind Guy on the back. Open it up to the next page. There's all the pieces that come in the set. And then it actually shows advertisements for the other sets in the wave, that generic Sonic render that every toy company uses. And then it has Wave 2 minus the poly bag. I have both of these sets and the poly bag, and actually I've also reviewed this one. And then I have all of these except for the biggest one down here because it's expensive and I haven't bought it yet. And also a new medieval village just got revealed the day I'm filming this. Oh my god. Next page, just this boring, you know, nothing interesting. Yeah, that's the manual. Let's look at the box. The box of the set is a lot more interesting than the manual. It's one of these generic rectangle ones. You got the Lego Sonic logo up here. Various information on the box. Again, that render. But then the background of the box appears to be Radical Highway from Sonic Adventure 2. I love Sonic Adventure 2, so that's really cool. And there's not really anything interesting on the bottom of the box. You got a nice render of Shadow there. The figures, an actual size comparison. I just knocked the Rhino Bot over. Nothing interesting on the side. And then the back of the box just shows the play features, which, you know, that makes sense. That's what pretty much all Lego sets do with the back of their boxes, show the play features. Now we gotta give this set a number from a 1 to 10. Overall, this set is fantastic. Yes, my bias is showing a little bit because Shadow the Hedgehog was my favorite Sonic character for many years. He isn't anymore, but he's still definitely in my top 3. This set is just awesome. Granted, it's not perfect. I really think he should have had a gun, even if they just gave him like a stud shooter. That still would have been really funny and awesome because that shows that they, you know, they wanted to give him a gun. But because he doesn't have a gun, I can only give this set a 8 out of 10. Granted, a very high 8 out of 10, but still an 8 out of 10. If he had a gun, I would have given this set a perfect score. I'm not even going to lie. He doesn't have a gun. You could very easily give him a gun, but I think he should have had one. That just would have been really funny. They still gave him the motorcycle, though, so that's really cool. Yeah, so 8 out of 10. This set's great. If you haven't gotten it yet and you're a Sonic fan, what are you doing? You need to live and learn from that decision and go buy this set. Yes, I made that joke again. In any case, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. That's all for now. Bye!